Top Notch Comics #1, December 1939, published by MLJ Publications. This historic MLJ first issue features the origin and first appearance of the Wizard. Gerber rates this book as scarce. It went on sale officially October 25th, 1939. The editor at this time at MLJ was Louis Silberkleit. There's a Mile High Pedigree copy of this book from the Edgar Church collection, as well as a Lost Valley Pedigree copy. The Wizard is featured on the cover in this early superhero comic book cover, featuring Blaine Whitney as the Wizard with art by Ed Ash. The Pearl Harbor Peril is an 11-page story, The Wizard, with art by Ed Ash. It's an early superhero comic strip featuring the first appearance and origin of Blaine Whitney as the Wizard. And the Wizard uses his superpowers to stop a Jacksonian attack on Pearl Harbor. And this interesting Pearl Harbor story happened a few years before the real attack on Pearl Harbor. In the Worlds of Time is the 6-page story Scott Rand, written by Otto Binder with art by Jack Binder. It's a science fiction comic strip featuring the first appearance of Scott Rand and also features Thor, a Viking. Joe Louis is featured in Sport Topics, a 1-page strip drawn by Erwin Hazen, and features not only Joe Louis, but also Lou Nova, the 2-ton Galento. The Fortune Teller's Revenge is the title of a 5-page story, Mystic, drawn by Chuck Winter. It's an early superhero comic strip featuring the Mystic, who is a magician who has his first appearance in this strip. Case 1 Master Forgers is the title of a 6-page Manhunter story written and drawn by Jack Cole. It's a crime story which would be reprinted in Punch Comics #10 in 1944. Air Patrol is a 5-page story written by Joe Blair with art by Irv Novick. It's an aviation war story featuring the first appearance and origin of Ben Wings Johnson. This is one of the first American comic books ever to feature German Nazis in the story. Irv Novick, born April 11th, 1916, lived until October 15th, 2004, an American comic book artist who worked continuously from 1939 until the 1990s. He got his start in the workshop of Harry A. Chesler. From 1939 to 46, Novick was working for MLJ Comics, the company later known as Archie Comics. He became the primary artist for their superhero comics, including The Shield, Bob Phantom, The Hangman, Steel Sterling. Eventually, in the 1950s, Novick was primarily artist on DC War comics, such as Our Army at War, and even some romance titles. Kanigher and Novick introduced the Silent Knight character in The Brave and the Bold #1 in 1955, and by 1968, Novick began drawing superhero titles at DC such as Batman, Lois Lane, and The Flash, and he co-created the Joker series in 1975.
Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer, with 40 collectible categories and nearly 1 million online bidder members. Whether you're an experienced collector hunting for that elusive item, or a novice considering the sale of a valuable family heirloom, put the expertise and market strength of Heritage Auctions to work for you. Visit us today at ha.com to find out for yourself why Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer.